Hello and welcome to this discussion. Today I will be addressing what is currently the most important preoccupation for a lot of DV 2023 applicants. I've explained the issue on a number of occasions in different forms, but it seems that many applicants still do not quite understand, and so I continue to receive questions in that respect. And so in this video, I will be taking out the time to provide more explanation for those of you to whom the issue is still not clear. So let's go into that. Welcome back to this discussion. Let's begin by looking at some of the comments that express the concern of a lot of DV 2023 applicants. Let me post them on the screen. The first one reads, "Thanks very much. We are really worried about this delay in sending 2NL. My case number is Africa 14,000. I wish to know whether KCC sent the 2NL individually or collectively for all those that fall within the same case number range." For the second comment we have, "Hello sir, hope all is well. Case number Africa 19,000, current in the December visa bulletin for January, but having received my 2NL. Comment number 3, case number Africa 10,000, but having received 2NL for January interview. Could it be that I will receive my 2NL after the December visa bulletin, that is the upcoming visa bulletin?" Comment number 4, my case number is Africa 4,000, but still having received my 2NL. What might be the problem? And finally, comment number 5, "Hello sir, my case number is Africa 8,000, DS submitted in May, case number current since the November visa bulletin, but still no 2NL. How long will this continue?" So those are the kinds of comments that I continue to receive on this channel. And when you go through those comments, what you realize is that there is one kind of concern that dominates. And so I'm going to summarize that concern in a few points. 1, many applicants have met the conditions to be interviewed. 2, but they have not received their interview notification so far. 3, they have become concerned or they are becoming concerned. And 4, what do I have to say concerning that? To address the issue, let me take you back to what was a normal DV program year. It was probably the last normal program year, and the year was 2019, that is DV 2019. On your screen, you have the cutoff numbers that applied in the 5 big regions during the first half of the DV 2019 program. The Africa region began the year with a cutoff of 2,750. It moved to 6,400, then 9,800, 13,100, 13,800, and 15,300. In the Asia region, we had 1,000, then 1,600, then 2,900, then 3,800, then 4,400, and then 5,000. In Europe, we had 2,000, then 4,400, 6,600, 8,800, 10,000, and then 13,500. In Oceania, it was 100, then 200, then 290, then 350, then 450, and then 550. And finally, in the South America region, we had 150, it moved to 355, then to 475, then to 550, then to 625, and to 750. Now, from what you just saw on your screen, what you will realize is a gradual increase in the cutoff numbers during the first half of the DV 2019 program year. And that is what is supposed to happen during a normal diversity visa program year. Now, the advantage of having that happen is that few cases are made eligible for interview. And when few cases are made eligible for interview, what also happens is that almost immediately after your case meets the conditions to be interviewed, you receive your interview notification. That is what should happen during a normal DV program year. So let's take, for example, someone who submitted their DS260 in the month of May when the results were released, and then that person's case number became current in the month of October for the month of December. Now, under normal circumstances, during a normal diversity visa program year, that applicant should have received their interview notification during the month of October. That is because they had already submitted their DS260. That is how it should work during a normal diversity visa program year. Another thing that is common during a normal diversity visa program year is that interview notifications for case numbers that are in the same vicinity are usually sent out at about the same time, provided they met the conditions to be interviewed. For example, if the visa bulletin showed in the month of September that the cutoff number for Europe would be 4,000 for the month of November, not only would applicants begin to receive their interview notification in the month of September, as I said earlier, but what you also realize is that if an applicant had a case number of 3,600 and that applicant received their interview notification in that month of September, other applicants that had case numbers around 3,600 would naturally begin to receive theirs if they had all submitted their DS260 sometime earlier. So those are some of the characteristics that you see during a normal diversity visa program year. But that has not happened for the past few years for reasons that I'm not going to go into at the moment. But what we actually believed at the beginning of the DV 2023 program was that the DV 2023 program would have been a return to a normal diversity visa program. That is a program like the DV 2019 program that I just showed you on the screen. But I must admit that things are actually turning out differently. We have all observed that meeting the conditions for your case to be scheduled for interview does not have the same outcome as it should have, like in a normal diversity visa program year. In other words, when your case meets the conditions to be scheduled for interview, it no longer necessarily means that it will be scheduled automatically. That is what has become the new normal in the diversity visa program. So you are a DV 2023 applicant. Your case has met the conditions to be scheduled for interview, yes. You have not yet received your interview notification. Begin to consider that to be normal. You are concerned it is normal, but there is not much you can do to change the situation, except perhaps to pray, and then simply continue to check for that interview notification. If you see it, that's it. If you do not see it, simply continue to check. That is the approach that you should currently have as a DV 2023 applicant expecting your interview notification. And so that is the reality. That is what I have to say. For those of you who have been asking those questions, I hope I was able to address your many concerns. Which brings us to the end of this discussion. Thanks for watching the video. And if you find this channel to be helpful, then don't forget to make your voluntary donation in support of the channel by going to the channel homepage and clicking on the Donate Here button at your upper right hand corner. And I will see you, God willing, in the next video. Goodbye.